Okay, the progressed sun changing signs is a huge event in the life. If you're above the age of 30, your sun has progressed into a new sign because the progressed sun moves by 1 degree every year, and a sign is 30 degrees. For most of us, the sun has already progressed into another sign before the age of 30 because most of us are not born with our sun at 0 degrees. Now, why is this huge? If the sun is the self, the progressed sun is our evolving self. So you are basically starting a new chapter in your life. I want to illustrate these progressions. It's mind-blowing through the chart of Billy Joel. So Billy Joel is a Taurus. He was born with the sun conjunct Venus in Taurus. Mars is also in Taurus, by the way. Taurus is very connected to music. Now, Billy Joel's father left the family. I think he moved to Vienna when Billy Joel was 8 years old. And in his early teens, he started playing gigs at piano bars, at a really early age to help his single mother make ends meet. And what's going on with his progressed sun? His sun had progressed into Gemini. Gemini is the storyteller. Gemini is perceptive. Gemini needs other people to exchange ideas with. So Billy Joel is a Taurus, and he's a very strong Taurus, right? He's Venusian, which kind of makes sense because he is an artist. Okay, so he's already a musician, but when the sun progresses into Gemini, he goes out there because of circumstances. And one of his first big songs, which still is Piano Man. He came up with that song during those years of working at piano bars. And this song is a story. You have these conversations going on between people sitting in the bar, what they're saying to him, what they're saying to each other. So Gemini is not only about talking. Gemini is the witness. That's one of its archetypes. I love that archetype because Gemini is about talking, but it's definitely also about listening. It's about perception, okay? And grasping things, ideas, and then putting them into language. Gemini has an affinity with language. Over the course of the next 30 years, he would put out 12 recorded albums. Okay, fast forward to 1993. Billy Joel decides he doesn't want to write songs anymore. That's it. He says, I wanted to devote more time to my family. Hello, his progressed sun had just progressed into Cancer. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Cancer is connected to the home. Cancer is about nourishing the self and others. He still kept performing, but he stopped for a very long time. He stopped writing songs. The sun progressed out of Gemini, singer-songwriter, okay, and was now in Cancer. One of the archetypes of Cancer is the Great Mother. Another archetype is the invisible person. Invisible. Yeah, that sounds negative, but Cancer doesn't want to be in the forefront. It's about, the need for that safety that home and family, if it's a good family, brings us. Now, another thing that he said when he was asked why he quit writing songs is he said he was going mad because he was trying to write and he wasn't happy with what he was doing. So he just said, I did it very well and, time to become a Cancer, time to recede. Fast forward another 30 years and his sun progresses into Leo. Okay, for what happened? This amazing documentary, an HBO documentary comes out, which, there's a lot of documentaries about him, but this one is, he was involved in the making of the whole thing, and he narrates most of it. So Leo is about coming out, and Leo is ruled by the sun, so you want to be seen sharing your creativity with others. That is Leo. There's kind of this need to take that risk and put yourself out there. The timing is just mind-blowing. A documentary about Billy Joel's childhood, career, where his parents, it's just a really good documentary comes out. And what else? Progressed moon in Leo, he writes a song called Turn the Lights Back On. Turn the light back on. Leo. You know, let the sun shine. So the power of progressed sun.